Yeah, the auto. Okay. Right. Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming down today to Whampoa Toastmasters 241 chapter meeting. All right. So thank you so much. Let's give a round of applause for each other. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and not forgetting the fellow Toastmasters, and also not forgetting our guests, right? Yeah. So thank you so much for coming down today, despite the rainy weather. Cool and chilling, but I hope you will. I mean, I wish and I believe you will be having an enjoyable session today, right? And very beneficial session. Okay, so I just want to introduce. I just did introduce everyone. So I also want to introduce the key appointment holders for today. Okay, the key appointment holders are first the timer, right? The timer is Ramesh Suguvanan. All right, let's give a round of applause for him. Next is the table topic master. The table topic master will be Winnie Fang. And lastly, we have more appointment holders, but I'm just sharing the key appointment holders first. So the next is the language evaluator, and the language evaluator is Alicia Chia. So I would like to invite Alicia Chia to give the word for today. Let's give a round of applause.
The word of the day is uncover, which is in line with our theme of the day, uncovering yourself. So uncover is a verb. And uncovering is present participle. So I look forward to everyone using the word uncover, uncovering, uncovered, whichever way you like. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
All right, okay. So you heard the word of the day. The word of the day is uncover. And that aligns to the theme of the day. All right, the theme of today is uncovering the self within. So before I share more about the word or the phrase uncovering the self within, I would like to appreciate Winnie Fang, who came up with this theme. Okay, let's give a round of applause for Winnie Fang. All right. Right, so anyway, Winnie Fang is also our VPE, our Vice President of Education. So she prepared this program to a certain extent, also came up with the theme of the day. Thank you so much, Winnie. So just want to share, uncovering the self within. Right. So this Whampoa Toastmasters Club, the club of the champions, and the club which produces or where leaders are made. So I'm sure we all of us have a leader within us, and the leader within us is up there to do all things which is necessary for in our life. So let's bring out the leader and uncover the leader within us and do what we need and is necessary. All right, so I haven't introduced myself actually. All right, so I know I've been talking a lot. So I'm the TMD for today, the Toastmaster of the day, and also I'm the VPPR, the Vice President of People's Relations, Public Relations. Okay, I was just doing a testing, to test whether you know what I'm about to say. So anyway, yeah. So my name is Sanjeev Balan. All right, and I'm the VPPR, and about me, I'm doing training, coaching, facilitation for organizations. So various organizations like schools, corporates, and etc. So talking about training and coaching, you'll be thinking, wow, this guy, he very good. He's able to train others, coach others, and to bring out the best in them, to uncover their self within themselves, the leader within themselves. Okay, I just want to share with you. I'm also a human being. I also sometimes, the leadership in me, I think so. It, it goes in, and I also need someone else to help me to uncover, to bring that leader out of the bush. So we are all human beings. We all make mistakes, and we all sometimes shy away from the leader within us. So it's okay. Let's learn from mistakes and keep on growing. All right. Okay, that's all. The theme for today is uncovering the self within. The word for the day is
Cover.
I can hear.
Uncover.
Okay, very good. Okay, I just want to ask Alicia, is it uncover or uncovering?
As mentioned, you can go flexible. From the word uncover, you can go on to uncovering, uncoverless. I don't know whether that's such a word.
Uncovered.
No, there's not.
Yeah. So we can go past tense, uncovered,
Yes.
or uncovering, present participle. So use the word as fits to your speech. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, so uncovering. The word for the day is uncover. You can use it as uncovering, uncovered, uncovers. I don't know whatever cover, right? So feel free to use the word, and the language evaluator, which is Alicia Chia, DTN, will be will be noting all this down. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to introduce our president to share or introduce today's chapter meeting. So without further ado, let us put our hands together to welcome Alicia Chia, DTN.
A very good afternoon to members, guests. Today's theme, uncovering the self. I find it very interesting theme because I've been doing a lot of speeches about self. And so uncovering the self within, I feel it's a journey of self-discovery, which focuses on understanding your thoughts, your emotions, and your desires. It involves techniques like journaling, mindfulness, and spending time in nature to reflect and connect with your inner self. This is what I got from a blog on Medium. And this process, if you do it, will help you to gain clarity on your values, beliefs, and passions, which will lead you to having a more authentic and fulfilling life, according to Sri Sri Holistic Hospitals. But anyway, we need to look at a detailed way of the process of uncovering yourself within. The first way, introspection and reflection. You can journal, take a book, and write your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. And this will help you become aware of your internal world. You can also use silence and meditation to spend time to reflect without distraction. Lately, my TV KO. So I'm now doing silence and meditation in the sense of I replace the TV with radio to reflect, more silent than the TV. But the best thing is, of course, you get silence to reflect. When you have reflect without distraction, then you can listen to your inner thoughts. You must have honest self-conversation. Ask yourself questions and listen to your answers without judgment. Sometimes we judge ourselves too much. I'm my worst critic. Most of you are quite self-critical on yourself. But ask yourself questions without judgment. Explore your beliefs, values, and desires. The second way, as I mentioned, is embracing emotions. Don't suppress your emotion. A lot of us tend to be a bit robotic. Emotions are very important. Even the difficult ones like sadness, let it out. If you really cannot feel the emotion, try to understand their origin and how they impact your behavior. You can also have self-compassion, meaning be kind towards yourself, especially when you face challenges and setbacks. The third way is to explore values and belief. I mentioned values and belief. You identify your core values, what guides you to make your decisions and actions, and reflect what is truly important to you. And challenge your beliefs. A lot of time we have wrong beliefs and assumptions, and we assume and believe this person based on past experience. But people change, right? The fifth way is you can connect with your inner child. What is inner child? The emotions that you were young, we have lost that. Try to express your creativity, like music, painting. These are very good that can help you to connect with your inner child. Finally, I would like to say another two more aspects. Releasing external expectations. This one is quite important. A lot of people face external expectations from your family, from your work, right? They're holding you back from living authentically. And at the same time, you need to focus on your own needs. What are your own needs? You're always placing yourself at the lowest priority. So it's time to focus on your own needs and desires. Nothing wrong with that. The last aspect is to embrace change and growth. Be open to transformation. This is the year of the snake. So as you know, the snake sheds the skin, right? So every time it sheds skin is a transformation. So do not fear transforming. Keep changing. In fact, every year you can transform even better still, right? And learn from your mistakes. Some people say mistakes are bad, but I think mistakes are opportunities for learning and growth rather than failure. So all in all, if you practice all these 7 steps, you will be able to embark on your journey of self-discovery and have a deeper understanding of who you are and what you want to be. Back to you.
Right, that was an awesome speech or opening address by our president, Alicia Chia, DTN. So thank you very much, Alicia Chia. So right now, let's not waste any more time. Let's go straight into the prepared speech segment. So the first person who is going to give the prepared speech is none other than Zafrina. Okay, Zafrina, EH5. Okay, so before I invite Zafrina, before we put our hands together, let me share a bit about Zafrina. Okay, Zafrina is a member of Whampoa Toastmasters Club, we know, and she has been in Toastmasters for about 1.5 years already. And currently, she is a student pursuing a diploma in business admin. She personally loves baking. She has been baking brownies for her family and relatives, and now she has expanded to taking orders from home deliveries for functions and parties, even for Toastmasters meeting. So later on, don't miss and don't forget to have her brownies, which is over there at the back during our break, our refreshment break time. So to evaluate this speech, it will be Jonathan, right? Jonathan. Okay, let's welcome Jonathan to share the description about her speech, Zafrina's speech.
No, the purpose of your project is for you to introduce yourself to the club and to learn the basic structure of a public speech. The timing for your speech is 4 to 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, green will be shown, 5 minutes, yellow, 6 minutes, red, and the bell will be rung at 6 minutes, 30 seconds. Over to you.
Right. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Okay, so I believe everyone is ready. Most importantly, Zafrina, I believe you're ready. So if you're ready, you can step out to the stage and do your magic. Let's put our hands together.
The speech title
Okay. Oh, okay. So Zafra is going to speak on the title of "It Has Been an Adventure." It has been an adventure. Zafra.
Has been an adventure, not hiking or rock climbing with my expo team or camping out with my expo team. That is not an adventure, although I do love to do all the adventure and stuff. But that is not the adventure that I am talking about. You may wonder, what adventure? The adventure I'm talking about is a speech adventure. Yes. I was a very introverted person, sitting in the chair, gazing at the room. My eyeballs were everywhere. There was a lot of confident, prepared speakers coming up the stage. And I was always wondering, how do they do it? How are their hearts not pounding so fast? How are they speaking so confidently? I don't know how to do it. I haven't spoken a prepared speech before. How do they do this? The script, the nervousness, and everything. I do not know how they overcome. And I thought to myself, I am going to be speaking on engaging human pathway. I have to speak for 4 minutes at least. And I was nervous to step up. I was still sitting in my chair, looking around. As I started my speech, engaging humor, I knew that I was here in this moment to speak and start off my icebreaker speech. I was looking at the audience and I was speaking. And as I went on, I found out that you just have to take a step out and speak. Make eye contact with the audiences. Not be stressed or nervous. Once I ended my speech, something happened. What happened, you may ask? Applause. That applause gave me a relief, a sigh of relief. It was a step-by-step learning journey. From an introvert to taking my first speech and continuing my pathway in a prepared speech. One by one, I was climbing up the steps. And now, I never would have guessed. I am in the ESCO team, and I am going to other clubs, making friends in other clubs, even speaking table topics, having roles in contests, which I would have never imagined. This was a stepping up process. I would like to thank my mentor, Alicia, for guiding me and polishing my speeches and giving great advice for me to deliver. At home, I had the support of my family. I would like to point out my father, Rafa, who has helped me along my speeches and giving great advice and building that confidence to deliver my prepared speech. Let me share with you these three ingredients, which is a secret. These three ingredients will be time. Do not rush forward, as your time to come and stand in the place, this stage will come. And you need support from your family and friends. If not, confidence in you will always gain that support and courage. Once you mix all this up, you will find your voice. Without guidance in me or belief, I never would have been able to stand here and say, thank you for being part of my journey. Thank you.
That was a beautiful speech by Sabrina, right? So she shared about her journey and and how she overcome those journey, especially in the area of giving speeches in Toastmasters, right? And I'm sure all of us have challenges, have stories to share. So I know, wait till it's your turn. But most importantly, I note down the three secrets she told us. Did you note down? No? Yes? Right, okay. So I just share with you the three secrets she told was, correct me if I'm wrong, time, support, and courage. Correct? Yes, right. Time, support, and courage is one of the important element in our life to progress into the next, to discover ourselves within. Right, thank you so much. So I'm supposed to give 1 minute.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's not.
Oh yeah,
Still in the contest.
oh yeah, correct. Okay, again, it's not contest, but I was taking things very seriously. Yeah, but it's okay. So I let go of it. Okay. So anyway, let's we are going to invite our next speaker. Our next speaker is Santosh. All right, Santosh P. Doing presentation.
You want to do the evaluation first? Oh, what? Sorry. The timing.
Oh, Leslie. Okay. Can.
Also, Santosh will be asked. Okay, sorry. There's updated program sheet.
Okay. Can. Okay. So the next speaker will be Leslie Lim. Okay. Leslie Lim is doing VC5. Right? VC5, and he
It's
also.
not a project speech.
Okay.
It's not a.
Oh yeah. Okay. Leslie Lim is giving. Okay. So he's preparing a speech for. Again, sorry. Yeah, for a contest, right? Okay. So Leslie is preparing a speech for his contest, and the title of the speech is "The Ugly Tattoo." Okay. So before I introduce Leslie to the stage, I just want to share Leslie is an investment director at a family office, father of two rambunctious boys, and a member of Toastmasters since 2017. So without further ado, let us put our hands together and invite Leslie to the stage.
May I just add on?
Yes.
Some things. Okay. Just to share with you, we are part of Division U, right? And Leslie Lee is the winner in the division contest, and he will be representing Division U at the district level. Yeah. So he's here to present his speech, and it will be good if the Toastmasters and guests can be a silent evaluator, right? Take down some points. What do you feel that Leslie is doing well, and what he can do better, especially like when he is contesting at the district level.
Thanks so much.
Say when.
Very good. The young lady waves me over to a cubicle. After checking that there's no one around, she begins to hitch up her dress. Whoa! Am I dreaming? And that's when I see the ugliest tattoo I have ever seen. And what makes it worse? It's in my handwriting. My story begins 20 years ago with salted fish fried rice. My favorite, but not everyone appreciates that savory aroma. As I discover in my office pantry in America, put the rice into the microwave, step away for a minute, and when I return, a moth has gathered. What is that smell? Did something die? Dude, is that diapers? So I proceed back to my desk. Inside, I feel misunderstood. So different. Have you ever felt misunderstood for being different? So I start closing myself off and stop reaching out. The lady in the pantry is Mia, a young blonde Italian American from Queens, New York. Mia is the office slacker, late for work every day, leaves early, and every afternoon, long, loud chit chats with her mom in Italian. While I too grew up near Queens. I mean, Queenstown, Singapore. And being a foreigner, I'm the first one into the office, last out. Because I know the sacrifices my parents made getting me here. Mia and I are friendly, but I keep my distance because we are so different. A few days after that incident, Mia comes over. Hey, listen, are you Oriental? Now, I know what you're thinking. Is that racist? I'm not sure. So I reply, I'm from Singapore, but I'm Chinese. Oh, can you write my son, my love, in Oriental? At this point, most people would ask her why, but I'm not interested. I stopped reaching out. So I scribble down the words, she thanks me and leaves. 7 days later, she shows me the tattoo. Now this is how it could have looked. But this chicken scratching, this is on her calf. Look at the tattoo. I look at her. I look at the tattoo. I want to puke. What do you think? She asks excitedly. What do I think? She should consider amputation. I don't know what to tell her. So I do the only thing that comes to mind. I reach out. Mia, why did you get that tattoo? She pauses for a moment, then says, I have a 5-year-old son. A special needs child. Mia explains that she's going through a messy divorce and that she moved in with her mom for childcare. But her mother struggles taking care of her son. Suddenly, it all becomes clear. The afternoon calls, why she's always late and leaves early. Mia's not a slacker. She's a single mom. She's not a racist. She's reaching out. And her life is filled with more sacrifice, more responsibility, more heartbreak than I have ever known. Realize now I've misjudged. So I reach out to uncover the truth about me. We talk about family, the sacrifices parents make for their kids. We talk about travel, Mia's dream to ride the Oriental Express. And we talk about food, Italian versus Singaporean, fettuccine, meatball, pizza, prata. risotto. Any guesses?
Salt fish fried rice.
Salted fish fried rice. And I start to see we are not so different. Finally, Mia says, "Got the tattoo. Something only I would recognize. To remind me who I'm fighting." And my response, Mia, it's beautiful. Friends, our perceptions are based on our life experiences. So when it comes to someone so different, it's easy to misjudge, to misunderstand. Reach out to uncover the truth. And in a world of tariffs and trade wars, it's never been more important. Is there an ugly tattoo in your life? Someone you kept your distance because they are so different. Reach out to them. Share your stories, your hopes and dreams. Share food. And maybe you'll discover, as I did, the beauty behind the ugly tattoo. Thank you.
What a speech that was, the ugly tattoo. Right? How many of us have an ugly tattoo? No? Even you have also you
Not admitting now.
not admitting, okay, no worries. Okay, anyway, no, in this speech, I learned two important things. I'm sure you learned many more other things also, but I just want to share the two things which I learned. The first thing is, I think all of us know this phrase, don't judge a book by its cover. Right, so we all are different, we all have different strengths and weaknesses. So, but before uncovering that self within that person, we judge that person. Or sometimes we don't even know that we have the strength and we judge ourselves that we are a loser, we can't make it, we are useless. But actually, there's more to it, right? And another thing is accepting differences. We are all in Singapore, and Singapore is a country of multiracial. It's a multiracial country, right? So we want to accept differences, accept different practices or culture or background from different individuals. So these are two things I learned. So I mean, I'm sure you will learn many other things. Now, anyone want to share what one thing or what is one thing you learned? No, no one. But I think Safa asked me to go on, so I'm moving. All right. Okay. So the next person I want to call is Santosh. Okay. So Santosh is doing presentation mastery level P1 L4. Right. L1 L1P4, right? Okay. And the title for his speech is "Giving Up is Not Bad." Okay, giving up is not bad. So let me just share few things or introduction about Santosh. Okay, Santosh is completing his level 1 of presentation mastery with this project on vocal variety and body language by sharing his experience in Mumbai rain last September. Such an interesting topic. Let's hear. All right. Let's welcome. Let's put our hands.
Want to hear from the evaluator?
Oh yeah. Okay. So let's welcome the evaluator Zafar to share. Yeah. A description about his project.
Okay, Santosh's speech is all about vocal variety and body language. We know that in a speech, vocal variety and body language is very important. So Santosh, in his speech, needs to highlight vocal variety and body language to enhance his speech. It's a 5 to 7 minute speech. All the best to the speaker.
Okay, let's put our hands together to welcome Santosh. Have you ever been so hungry that you could fight a monster
to have a full plate meal. I was so hungry last year, September, in Mumbai, that I thought I can fight the Mumbai monsoon, the Mumbai slums, the dirty roads, and the potholes, and of course, the rains, and I don't know what all things I had fought that day. I was in Mumbai for my nephew's treatment over there. My brother and his wife were also there. Every day morning, we would go to the hospital, come back to the hotel, again go to the hospital, next day morning, again midnight, we come back. After 4 days, I felt exhausted, tired, and of course, hungry. That day was an orange alert in Mumbai, which means that it was supposed to rain a lot. I thought that maybe I should order, or maybe I can skip, but I was so hungry that I decided to just give it a try and see what happens. I went out, it was drizzling a little bit. I thought, okay, maybe it's not going to rain that much, and then probably I can go to a nearby shop, have my meal, and come back quickly. Then my brother called me that day, "Sir, going out, can you bring some food for us?" I said, "Fine, I'm going out, I'll have some food, and then I'll do something for you." I looked at my phone, my best friend, Google. It said, go 50 meters on your left, and you'll find a very good restaurant. 4 stars, nice food, good place. I thought, okay, that's probably the best way. If it rains, and if it rains too much in Mumbai, you probably have to swim. And it's only, I thought, okay, 50 meters, I can definitely swim back. But I'm not, I'm being serious. I've heard stories in Mumbai, people had to swim back, swim to reach their apartment. And it came from one of my friends who had to swim. I went to that restaurant, I reached there, looked at my phone, looked at the signboard. Looked back on the phone again, looked at the signboard. Is it the same place that I'm looking at? The name says same, but the photos look quite different. I looked inside the restaurant. It looked dirty, run down, probably few decades back. They have done the last renovation. I thought maybe, okay, these are the places where you not just eat food, you probably have food poisoning on that menu. Yeah. I thought, okay, maybe I should try some other places. I decided to uncover my inner resilience to find out more places in Mumbai. But by that time, it had started to rain a little more. But anyway, I was holding an umbrella. I started to walk in the other direction. I thought I had come to this side of the hotel. Now I have to go back to that side of the hotel. So I will never be more than 100 meters out of, more than 100 meters from the hotel. I started walking. On the left side, there were plumbing shops. On the right side, there were some leather shops. And then I realized that probably in that part of Mumbai where, you may not get a good food. Okay, maybe I have to increase my boundary. Probably maybe another few hundred meters. So I went to the main road, started walking again. By the time the rain had increased, it was no more just raining, it was pouring. And I asked some people over there, is there a restaurant nearby? And they said, oh, you have to walk around 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, but it's raining, it's raining, probably going to rain too much. And I walked and walked and walked in the rain. By the time I walked around 10 minutes, I was almost, my shoes were wet, my socks were squishy inside. I thought, okay, that was the only shoes I was having, and I thought it's going to be too much. I was about to give up, or rather, I gave up. I thought this is the end. I can't go on. It's already 10 p.m. in the night. The lights are no longer, the street lights are no longer there. I thought, this is it, I should go back. But while I was going back, I thought, whatever I could, whichever place I should just grab and go home, go to the hotel back. And by the time the rain had stopped, few fruit vendors were back on the road, selling some fruits like bananas, apples, and so on. I managed to grab 2 bananas, ate myself right over there, got few for my brother and sister-in-law. Ladies and gentlemen, giving up may not be that bad if you are drenched, to your knees, and you are deep, frustrated, and you feel that there is no end, there is dead end at the moment. I would say if you are getting peace, comfort, and bananas, it's worth giving up and going back and restart again. Thank you.
All right, okay, that was a beautiful banana story. All right, okay, so anyway, so that was a speech by Santosh. So I agree, right? I agree that he, giving up is not bad at all, because we have been trained or programmed instead that no, don't give up, strive on, persevere. I mean, sometimes, if you have planned well, then if your plan A, went to suffering, it went to rubbish bin, then it's time for you to go to plan B instead of just trying to push on and not give up on plan A. So I think, yeah, that's a good point across. Thank you so much, Santosh. Okay, the next and the last speaker for today is, all right, okay, the next and last speaker for today is Sumati. Sumati is online. Okay, Sumati is going to give a speech on when inspiration strikes. So I'm going to share a few the description about Sumati, but before that, let me come slowly with it. Everything.
If there is switch up, maybe switch up.
No, I think on this side. Okay, now it will take longer.
No, it takes 2 seconds.
Really?
Now, okay, it's on.
Yeah, it's You should have pressed there.
Is there, man? Okay, it's coming.
Somebody is here.
You're still not speaking.
Hello.
It says speaker not working.
Huh?
Speaker not working.
Is it unmute there? I know, I mean, the sound is up.
Hello.
Okay, Sudhi, you can say something?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear from there, but,
Can you hear me?
yes.
I'm not able to hear. I can see the green color card. I cannot listen G voice.
Can you hear us now?
I can hear.
I unmute here.
But the evaluator is.
Should come. Leslie?
Right. Oh, Leslie, can you hear? You want to go here to the.
Yeah, I want to see.
So they can see and
Yeah.
hear. Speaker. Alright, okay, Sumati?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, alright, okay, so your evaluator is Leslie, but let me just introduce you first. Okay, anyway, Sumati, let me repeat again, Sumati is giving a speech on when inspiration strikes. That's the title of her speech. A few description about her. Sumati was an engineering college professor for 10 years. After getting married, she moved to Singapore, and she was driven by the thirst for knowledge. She sought out ways to connect with intellectuals like me, and eventually discovered the Toastmasters Club. Last year, she started her own recruitment company, and now she's exploring opportunities to network and grow her business. So let us put our hands together and welcome Sumati giving a speech when inspiration strikes.
Director?
And the evaluator, sorry, I was just listening. The evaluator Leslie is going to give his speech, description on Sumati's speech. Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dave. The purpose of the project is for the member to learn different communication styles and identify their primary style. And the purpose of the speech is for the member to share the impact of their style on others. Timing is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Sumati.
Thank you.
So please ask Sumati to pin the timer page. Can you pin the timer screen? What's the name?
Okay.
She was able to see the
You can see the green card, right?
Can you see the green card?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good.
Okay, now you can.
Okay.
Good afternoon to one and all. I am Sumati. I am very happy to meet all of you here on the Zoom platform. My title is When Inspiration Strikes. We know few people and we went to some places and we have few things at home. But all these things were not, they are not meaningful until we are inspired by it. For example, when I entered into the final year of my 12th, here it's called a JC, Junior College. My father told me, Sumati, you have to study well and you have to score your doctor seat like that. Really, I was shocked. I'm not that time I was not interested in medical also. Even though the way he suggested me was very touching. So I took, I said, I felt myself, okay, why could not do? So I started taking my daddy's ambition as my ambition. I started to work hard. So my ambition was being a doctor. After that, I started seeing the doctors in the different way. How they are kind to other peoples. So how they spend their time towards the night to secure the patients. How the people believe them like a god. So everything those days was I was inspired by all these things. I want to tell you a story. There was a student. His name is called Ekaleva. He came to know about the archery. He really wanted to learn it. While searching the gurus, teachers, he found a person called Dronacharya. See, he went to the Dronacharya and he requested him to teach the archery, but he refused it because the Ekaleva was not from the royal family. But he couldn't give it. So he started to learn from the Dronacharya how he hid behind the tree and he observed the techniques he's teaching to other students. Then he went to his house. So he made a idol, that is a statue of the Dronacharya. Then he practiced the same techniques what he observed from the place, the teaching place. So it was happening for weeks and months. One fine day, he was from a young boy, he was the big man now. Now he was that those days he was the finest archer that time. Even Dronacharya was stunned by his talent. When he came to know about his story, that he was learned from himself only, but without knowing his knowledge, he was shocked. From this story, actually, my scope of this project is to find my communication skill. Basically, there are 4 communication skills. That is direct skill, analytical skill, supportive style, and last one is the initiating type. Here, I want to compare this story with these 4 styles. First one is the initial style. In this case, the young boy, he wanted to learn the archery, so he decided to learn from a guru. So he found the Guru Dronacharya. That is the initial style. Second one is direct. Here the Dronacharya directly refused his request to learn the archery. That is called a direct style. Third one is analytic. Here the young boy went to the devastated after the refusal of the teacher, but he didn't give up. He started the way to learn it. So he found the way to learn from the same guru without his knowledge, that is indirectly. That is the third approach. The fourth one is the supportive. The other students learn directly from the guru. Even though he could learn from the teacher without his knowledge, he wanted the support of the guru. So that he built the idol, that statue of the Dronacharya, and he practiced all the skills he learned indirectly through before the idol of that Dronacharya. In that way, he got the support from the guru. So the learning styles, everyone, for example, I analyzed my style from the suggestions given in the TA website. I came to know my style is direct, but it's the very boring style. The decision makers will do that. Then I realized, so my style is direct style, but I have to use it only for the direct things. Here, my path is motivation strategies. According to the motivation strategies, I should not follow the direct style. So hereafter, I understood that I have to change my communication styles, maybe supportive or analytical or initiative like that. So everyone have to, first we have to find our communication style, but we should learn other styles also. For the different scenarios, we have to implement those styles. Then only we will get the good feedback from the other people. We people all know we are the social animals. So if you want to get something from someone, we should know how to convince them. So by mastering these four techniques, we can get good things from the society, and we can be helpful to the society. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Sumati, for thank you, Sumati, for your wonderful speech. So again, I understood two things from this speech. I mean, you were sharing a lot of useful information, but the two things which captured me was, the person you was talking about was inspired by a lot of things, right? And I think from this I can learn that we can also be inspired and get ideas and grow ourselves from different people, no matter what age, what background is the person from, or what culture. We can actually be inspired and learn two things from them. And the second thing is, I also learned about flexibility in our communication style. So we want to have a different kind of communication style to meet different groups of different people. Like for example, if I'm going to give training or facilitation or coaching to a student or a group of students, I'm going to change my communication style. But if I'm going to do training and coaching or facilitation for a group of corporate individuals, adults, I just want to change my communication style. So I think that was a great point which somebody mentioned. So thank you so much, Sumati. So with this, we came to the end of the speech segment. So the prepared speech segment. So right now we are going to hear from Simon, the timer's report. So Simon,
Could write the name.
oh,
Okay.
I touched it. I opened the
No, just
Write
Right
the
on the
names.
board.
oh, right again.
So, first speaker is Zafrina. So, Zafrina uncovered her presentation skills in 5 minutes, 29 seconds. 5 minutes,
59 seconds.
29 seconds. Yeah.
Okay.
And second speaker is Leslie, who uncovered the truth of ugly tattoo by 6 minutes, 30 seconds.
6 minutes, 30 seconds.
6 seconds. Uncover.
Santosh, third speaker is Santosh. So Santosh explained on how he uncovered his inner resilience by 7 minutes, 5 seconds.
7 minutes, 5 seconds. Okay.
And last speaker is Sumati, who struck us by inspiring by 6 minutes, 26 seconds.
Somebody, 6 minutes,
26 seconds.
26. Right. Okay. So I can see that no one is disqualified. Right. You got something to say there. Yes.
Right. Since Leslie is practicing his condensed speech, so we're not including for voting, right? Because we want him to do the best. We'll give you feedback. So the voting, please vote for Sabrina #1, then Santos #2, and then Sumati #3. All right?
Okay, so Leslie will still get feedback and evaluation from us. The rest of us will, the rest of the speakers will get. Right, can Leslie also vote for?
Yeah, of course.
How voting system?
We are practicing sustainability, so yes. Please do that. Leslie is number 2, right?
Leslie will not
Supposed to be
join.
number 2, so we
Yeah.
2.34.
Yeah, so Safina is number 1, Santosh is number 2.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and Sumati will be number 3.
Not to put. Oh, that's good.
It's good, but we won't go for it.
Yeah.
Cannot vote.
I hope that. Yourself.
I done it.
Yourself.
It's like,
Right.
Yeah.
No.
The next.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I hope everyone have a vote for your favorite speaker or the most the speaker who performed very well. Okay. But I hope that no one actually vote for the pretty or the most handsome speaker. Oh man. Just go.
It's just what the.
All right. Okay. Okay, then, now let's move on to the next segment. So the next segment is an exciting segment, which is the table topics segment. And table topics segment is going to be led by Winnie Farm, right? So I want to share more about this table topic segment, but I'm not going to do it because I'm going to give the limelight to Winnie Farm to share more about the table topics segment. So can we put our hands together to welcome Winnie Farm?
Introduction.
And I mean, that's why I don't want to overpower, right? I want you to share. You share about yourself.
Yeah, I will share myself. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and guests. Happy to become the table topic master for the day. So actually, today our theme is uncovering the self-within. The idea why I will think of this theme is because last 2 weeks, I contacted Singapore to have a course, which is MLT course, this linguistic program. This course is mainly about discover your potential, talk to you, to understand your unconscious mind, to uncover yourself and find out the potential. And because actually perception is the projection, so you need to understand yourself, then you can discover more about your potential. So that's why I come into this idea to bring out this topic. I want to know of you more, and then to help yourself to understand yourself as well. Okay, so actually, for some of the new guests, probably you don't know about the table topic session. Actually, the table topic is like an informal speaking activity, which is typically used in Toastmaster meeting. Is for our members to practice their public speaking skills. So during this segment, the participants are given a topic to speak out about 1 to 2 minutes without home preparation. So means after you get the topic, then you maybe have less than 30 seconds to think about the topic. Then after that, you can share your opinion and share a story about the topic. And then okay, this is very excitement, very interesting and exciting session. So the timing sequence will be 1 to 2 minutes. So for 1 minute, the timer will show the green part, and 1 minute 30 seconds, the yellow part will show. And 2 minutes, the red part will show. So we have 30 seconds to welcome to our stage. Okay, so actually today I prepared about 10 table topic for everyone to participate in this session. So I need someone to volunteer yourself first. Yeah, maybe we can invite some of the senior. Later, the guests will join this. So we need someone. Okay, good, very good. Yes, okay, let me.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. The topic will be, what's the first things you do and why? What's the first things you do in the morning and why?
Okay, so my topic is what's the first thing I do in the morning?
Yeah, what's the first things you do in the morning and why?
Why? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask you, be honest. The first thing when you open your eyes, who take out your smartphone and start scrolling your email and watching all the messages from WhatsApp? Be honest. Thank you for your honesty. Right, nice. Now, the next question. How many of you, once you wake up, you order a cup of coffee from your spouse, your mom, or your dad, and drink the coffee? Thank you for being honest. So I think these are all healthy ways of living your day, right? So anyway, I want to share with you how I wake up and what is the first thing which I do in the morning. And the first thing which I do is to find a corner in my bed. I'm actually sleeping in a mattress. So I find a corner, I just sit down there and I'll start meditating. Why I do that? Because I want my day to be calm, peaceful, and once you wake up, especially me, once I wake up, I feel anxiety, sometimes or most of the time. So to just cool down this anxiety without making my day full of anxiety, I just meditate and I try to calm myself down. So once I'm ready, once I'm good, once I calm myself down, the next thing I do is I go and shower. Right. So I go and shower. So I don't brush my teeth first, but I go and shower first, and then I brush my teeth. So I mean, I think I'm sharing so much. Anyway, yeah, since this table talks and nothing much to say, so yes, right. So ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to say here is, once you wake up, I think, not even wake up. Whatever you start to do, what the first thing you do, you want to do your best. You want to do something. You want it to be something which fulfills everything else. You don't want to see only for the short term, but you also want to see for the long term. So with that, I would like to say thank you.
For sharing to understand the first things you do in the morning, start activating. Okay. Let's welcome our second speaker. Anyone want to try? How about Jonathan? Want to try on?
Nice.
Okay. I'd love to become a table cover master because I really don't person to master the topic. Okay, okay. Your question is, what color gives you energy? Why? What color gives you energy? Why?
President, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Thank you for this opportunity to share our colors. We all dress in our wardrobe. If you uncover them, multiple colors. Each of us have a favorite color in our wardrobe. It could come to our writing pens or our shoes. Colors abound with us. Now, with regards to myself, I would say that I have two favorite colors. First, I want to start the day energized. So red would represent a fresh start every morning to me. Wake up energized. Then towards the end of the evening, after peek into the US markets, now it opens at 9:30, I will then switch to blue. And blue for me means I'm calming down, ready for sleep. So the two colors that I have, red, start, but blue to close the day. Now all of us are here, so you can obviously think of how you plan your day. Don't just act on impulse, but I believe that we should think ahead the next 12 to 18 hours of our day, and then purposefully, and finally end off in the calm mode of drink. Could be green too. That's all to share. Thank you.
to sharing the colors give you energy. Actually, red color give me energy because it makes me feel happy. And all the color have their energy. So I hope you can wear the shirt or the dress with the favorite color you want, so it can give you some energy every day. Okay, let's welcome to our next speaker. Anyone want to try? Oh, okay, good. Anyone can help?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay, let me choose the topic. Okay, the question is, are you happy every day? What's your secret to stay positive? Are you happy every day? What's the secret to stay positive?
Yeah, wait for the timer. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm always positive. So I always, very, very optimistic. So even if something like when I go for my obligation to my senior boss and he says no, I never get disappointed. Because for me, no is always like next opportunity. So that way, like I will never get any point in time, I'll never get disappointed. So only when you are always expecting something in return, you should always plan for plan A and plan B. So that way, you will always stay optimistic. You will never get disappointed, even if it did not go for. So always, like for example, I recently went for open surgery 2 months back. So I'm still in kind of a transition period, but I'm still optimistic that it will uncover my skills further to stay calm and be optimistic, so that I will be able to fulfill all my duties and responsibilities, either professionally or personally as well. So that being optimistic make me more energetic and make me feel happy. So most of our Whampoa mates might know that I always feel keeping our audience or keeping our group more energetic or entertaining. So that's how it keeps me always optimistic.
Thank you so much. Okay, we just take some time. We welcome our next. Okay, what's the meaningful things you have tried in the past 2 years and how it changed you? What's the meaningful things you have tried in the past 2 years and how it has changed you? What's the meaningful things? Meaningful things you have tried in the past 2 years and have changed you. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. So this is my first time attending. My name is Timothy. This is my first time attending any form of Toastmaster. So thank you for inviting me here. So the question that was posed to me was, what is something meaningful I've tried in the last 2 years? I guess firstly, we have to understand for me what meaningful is. So I'll say something meaningful to me is, I guess, stretching beyond my limits or something that is uncomfortable to me. So one thing that I've tried is actually to go and get a motorbike license. Yeah, so this is something that is, I have a car license since I was 18, but now that I'm close to 30, I want to try something new. And since young, I like to ride the bicycle, and I even bought my arm before because I like riding bicycles. Those hiking trails and those biking trails, and this kind of trail. So I took the lead and I went to the motorbike license. And it's meaningful to me because it's quite different from riding a bicycle, and it's something that is, as other people have said, it's a bit more dangerous and it's challenging. Especially the first time I picked up the bike, one of the first things that we taught in the class is to pick up the bike and fall down. And the bike is close to 200 kg, it's quite measurable. So it was very exciting for me. And after failing 2 or 3 times, and learning from these lessons, I managed to get this. So now is my, I would say, the first year anniversary of getting my mobile license, and I'm in the process of upgrading from class 2 to class 2. So thank you everyone for listening to my message. Thank you.
To sharing his mobile bicycle learning journey. Yeah, now today I understand what's the reason he chose, because last time he mentioned to me that I'm going to have a class. And I was like, oh, okay, and today I know the reason. Okay, that's good. Thanks for sharing. And let's welcome to the next speaker. I will
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, I'll choose one for me. Okay, the question is, what is one small habit that has helped you grow and understand yourself better? What is one small habit that has helped you grow and understand yourself better?
Habit isn't always a bad thing. It can also be a good thing. I like to spend time with my friends and family and speaking with my friends and family has always helped me. When you speak your heart out to your friends and you tell them about your day, it makes your mind more calmer and more relaxed. And I also like to tell them about my day, and whatever stresses or problems that I had and have coming, and to hear different people saying different ideas and advices is really helpful for you to grow as a person and take that advice into heart and improve on that. So that it's a good fun habit, not just saying to people and pushing the problems to others, but sharing to others and seeking help. And there's a lot of people that would like to come up to you and help you and help to be good and live better. Thank you.
And we have the last two questions. Anyone would like to answer?
Can we get a shot? Okay.
That's it. And choose something else. Okay. Okay. What does succeed means to you today? Has it changed over time? What does succeed means to you today? Has it changed over time?
Thank you very much, Toastmaster. Very good afternoon, friends. Success is something that I think the definition of which evolves over time for us. I think when I was younger, success was all about financial results. To make the most amount of money in the shortest time possible, and do better than all my friends financially. And that was something that I was initially good at, but then I realized over time that there were repercussions. There was things that that one KPI did not address. So I had a very nice job when I was younger that gave me a nice salary, but I was also desperately unhappy. I was working crazy long hours. I didn't get to see friends, didn't get to see my family. So I checked the box of doing well financially, but I don't think that was success because I was not happy with life. I think as you get older and as you realize what are the things that are important to you, and you uncover what is the most relevant things in your life, you start to discover that actually it's not one thing, it's a combination of different things. Financial stability is good, but also you want to balance with spending time with friends and family, as well as doing things that you enjoy doing. It might be part of your work, it might be something like, spending time with friends at, Saturday afternoon, doing public speaking. So I think I'm closer to the definition of success today than I was before, because I have a more balanced life and I'm able to check the boxes in many different places. But I think it's still evolving, and I continue to work at it, and I hope to. I wish you all the best in finding success in your own life, whatever that means for you. Thank you.
Yes, because I think definition of success will be different for different people. Okay, let's take time. One last one.
That's all. Santosh, will give it a shot. Yeah, I'll ask some.
If you could instantly master one skill, which would you choose? Why? If you could instantly master one skill, which would you choose and why?
If I can choose one skill, I would say keeping myself calm. Keeping calm helps you control your anxiety, control your emotions. Last year, I was so depressed that I would sometimes I would cry, wake up in the morning and just cry. When you ask me somebody what is the first thing you do in the morning, cry. And then I thought, okay, I need to control my emotions. So how do I control my emotions? I decided to meditate. I started walking in the morning, and then I slowly, I could sleep better and control my anxiety much better.
The skill you want. If you ask me, I would want to have a skill is I can pick people's mind when I just saw yes. Okay. So I think it's time up for theories. So let's have some timing with
All qualified.
all qualified. Okay, so we can start the voting. Use the eco-friendly voting machine. So let's unwrap this session. Thank you for all your contributions to have such a precious moments to hear all through the ideas and sharing from each other. So I think can I ask how you felt about this question? Are you able to, based on this question, to uncover yourself?
Yes.
Yes, right? Because sometimes we need to always have a question to ourselves, like talk to ourselves daily. Then you will know who am I right now and what you're doing right now. Are you doing some things that you really want to do and what's your goal? So this is something I'm doing in the morning. Every morning, I stop questioning myself. I will rethink my goal in the day. So makes me have more energy and have feel more excited for the day. Then hope everyone is enjoying this session and we can learn something and take away something from this sharing. Okay, hope everyone is enjoying. Then I will pass the time to our Toastmaster of the day. Yeah, thank you everyone.
I'll pass the voting. So there are 7 speakers. So 1 to 7. Right. So you have 1 chance at voting. You can of course vote for yourself. Alright, okay, once you're done voting for number 1, right, then I will continue. For a moment I thought like, did you say something wrong? Okay, voting for number 1. Okay, then okay, I will remain humble. Just don't forget, or just remember. So what the voting is on processing, right? I just want to share, every one of us, seven of us actually gave different speech, and there was different backgrounds and different knowledge and experience was shared. So I think it was pretty good, and I think the questions given by our BPE, BE Farm was also good. So thank you so much. Let's give a round of applause for me. Right, okay, so I think the voting is done already. So I remember Winnie shared earlier, she asked the last question, if you can master a skill to Santosh, right? And Santosh was saying, you want to master a skill of keeping calm, right? And I also remember Winnie saying after that she wants to master a skill of reading people's mind. You know something, Winnie? I already have a skill. I can read everyone's mind, right? You know what's going on in your mind now? Food. Right. Okay, so right now we have 15 minutes of refreshment break. Okay, once 15 minutes are done, we can come back and then the next segment will begin. Right? Thank you so much. So that's
for coming back on time. I hope the refreshment break was very refreshing, especially the brownie made by our very own Sabrina.
Let's taste.
Everyone is commenting on positive comment on the brownie. So good job, Sabrina. So anyway, the refreshment break is done. We are done with the refreshment break, and right now it's going to be the evaluation segment. And this evaluation segment, in other words, we call it the better listening segment, right? So this is the segment where the evaluators will evaluate based on what the speaker earlier on spoke on their title, right? So each evaluator will be given a speaker, and then they will be giving some feedbacks on that speaker. So on the list, the first evaluator is Jonathan. Right, Jonathan is going to evaluate Sabrina on the title of "It Has Been an Adventure." So before we invite Jonathan to the stage to evaluate, let's give some description. Let me share some description about Jonathan. So Jonathan, by description,
Introduction.
we can also try your introduction. I was again waiting for the right word for Jonathan now. Yeah. Like you did it, you made it, you discovered yourself with it. Great job. Okay, so Jonathan has been a member of Bukit Timah CC Toastmasters Club since 2015. His Toastmaster journey started when he received needs improvement feedback after his financial literacy presentation at Changi Prison. Today, his reason for staying a member is because he believes in the Toastmasters goal for its members to become a better version of themselves by expanding their leadership and communication horizons. So, without further ado, let's welcome Jonathan. It was 2 to 3 minutes.
President, members, visitors, and especially those of you. Thank you for sharing this new adventure that you went on when you recollected your journey 1.5 years ago when you started on your engaging humor. First, I'll start with what I liked about it, then what you could do to improve. You were comfortable. You started your story with defining what adventure was. Your voice was clear, your hand gestures were open. The one little thing was that you don't need to clench it, just leave that open all the time. That was also present during the table talks when it was repeated open, close, just take note of that. So voice, eye contact, commendable, and you look and scan the audience. I'm also glad that you establish your authority by saying that you started off as an introvert and you wanted why everyone would applaud, and then you felt relief after the first opening speech on engaging everyone. So you establish credibility. It's very important for speakers to show that they come from an area of credibility, whether it's to do with our table topic master saying that she wanted to join NLP to uncover where her strengths are and then move forward. Similarly, you also encourage Timothy to join us. Say, hey, after your first speech, you get the applause and you feel a sense of relief. You are clearly appealing to other people as well. That's another element of a good speech. Now, to where you can improve. You should include a summary towards it. To close off, you had time, your speech was 5 minutes to 29 seconds, so you could have included a summary. Then you share how that's all of you join me, because you mentioned you were a clubber. You were taking up roles outside Whampoa and you're taking other roles besides just speaking roles as well. So that you could elaborate more and encourage, put in a call to action so everyone can join you on this magnificent
better communicator and a better leader. So with this, I've shared where you did well and what you can do to improve. Namely, use a logical call to action for people to join you, because they will feel a sense of relief after they finish this project. So thank you for allowing me to share.
That was a nice evaluation by Jonathan. So Jonathan is leaving right now. So let's wish him all the best for his next destination. Thanks a lot. Okay, so with that, let's move on to the next evaluator. So the next evaluator is, okay, sorry. Okay, so the next evaluator is none other than Zafa. Okay, Zafa is going to evaluate Santosh for his speech title of "Giving Up Is Not Bad." So before we invite Zafa to speak, I would like to share a few introductions, or just one introduction of Zafa. So Zafa is a charter member of this club, this Whampoa Toastmasters Club. And he strongly believes Toastmasters can develop to be a confident speaker and a better leader. Right? So with that, let's welcome Zafa. The speech timing, sorry, the evaluation timing is 2 to 3 minutes. Always 2 to 3 minutes. Giving up is not that bad. Santosh came here today and gave us a different thinking process for all of us. From a motivational point of view, you always say don't give up. Giving up is not good. But he gave us an alternative thought. He came here, I had to like redo a retake. It's like, okay, is that your title? Giving up is not that bad. He shared with us an experience that he had when he was in Mumbai, and how the experience, especially from something that needs to be savored, satisfaction from a hungry point of view. So this project, when you talk about when you talk about prepared speech in Toastmasters, it's all about uncovering your potential, uncovering the capabilities, uncovering the talents that you already have. And that's what Santosh came here to do. And in any speech, the key elements are all about your vocal variety and also about your body language. In Santosh's speech today, he had a lot of opportunities to bring out the vocal variety as well as the body language. So let's look into how Santosh did and how else he would have done better. We would have all remembered he taking out his phone, right, and looking at the phone and like, hey, where am I? This is the location. So that is about body language, showing us that what he is trying to say. We still remember. We might not remember every single word Santosh spoke, but we do remember those elements of your body language. And you also mentioned about how exhausted and tired and hungry you were. This was another good opportunity for you to highlight your vocal variety. You mentioned exhausted, tired, hungry in a monotonous way. But I say, I was exhausted, tired, and hungry. And that would have elevated the message and how you shared with the audience. You mentioned quite a number of times about your hunger and how you could have reached out to the audience, how you really wanted to be reached out, in the sense that you were hungry. And you could also use, in terms of the vocal variety, some pauses to reach out to the audience. You mentioned about, I'm not sure about the food, but food poisoning. So this, when a pause would have made a better impact. So we know that all of us have different characteristics. Santosh too might be a very soft-spoken person, but from a presentation point of view, it's all about uncovering what is within us, and that's what we do. So you came here, you spoke about the vocal variety and the body language to reach out to us, and keep going on with it. Back to you.
What a splendid evaluation given by Napa. So, he gave a lot of points, which was only not only for Santosh, but some points were also useful for us for our speech later on in the future. So, without further ado, I would like to welcome the last evaluator for today, and he's none other than Leslie. He's going to evaluate the speech given by Sumati, When Inspiration Strikes. So let me introduce Leslie. Is she there? Okay, maybe it's recorded.
Yeah.
Okay, so Leslie, Leslie is an investment director and a family of a mother of two rambunctious boys and a member of Toastmasters since 2007. So without further ado, let's put our hands together to welcome Leslie.
Very good afternoon again, and good afternoon to Sumati. I'm not sure if they're recorded.
Okay.
Now, today, Sumati shared with us a speech that had a lot of variety. She started by telling us about her father's dreams for her to be a doctor. Oh, hi there. Then she talked about Indian mythology. Forgive me, I didn't catch the names, but Donachari, learning the archery skills. And then finally, she talked about communication skills. So a lot of different topics there, very interesting. So well done. Now, I would like to uncover a few ideas about how we can make your speeches more effective, sharper, more focused. First, I'd like to talk about presentation, specifically with doing speeches online. So one thing that I typically suggest to people who are doing speeches online is to stand up. When you stand up, you sound different. Your voice quality improves straight away. But also standing up allows you to use your arms and allows you to provide gestures as opposed to sitting down, which is quite passive. So if you can, next time if you're doing a speech online, try to stand up. The second thing is with regards to your description. One of the things that we like to do when we do speeches is tell stories. And one of the key things about telling stories is to really set the scene. So I think when you're telling the story about Donachari, that you kind of move into it very quickly. It would have been helpful if you told us this was a story in Indian mythology or was set 600 years ago in somewhere. That kind of gives us a little bit better sense of what we're talking about as opposed to, wait, was this last month? Or, did this happen when you were growing up with your father? So to just explain that, and also I think particularly with names that are difficult, I would suggest that you either say them slower or have an abbreviation for the audience. So I think I was grappling with Donachari. You could say his name was Donachari, but you can call him Donnie. Yeah? So that way it doesn't become such a mouthful and people don't get confused. Because otherwise they'll spend a lot of time trying to understand, who is that guy? Did I hear wrongly? What is that name? It gets a little confusing. And the third thing that I think is really key is to really connect the different parts of your story. For me, and I apologize if I missed parts of it, the audio wasn't super clear, but it felt like there were three segments of your speech. that was not very well connected. You talked about your father's aspirations for you to be a physician, but there was no explanation about what happened or how it's connected to your communication skills, and same for the middle. So try to connect all the different parts. That way it becomes a more cohesive speech. But great job, and I look forward to more speeches from you. Thank you.
Right. Okay, that was again another splendid given by Leslie. Now there was this one point which I noted when Leslie shared his evaluation. I mean, there were a lot of good points, right? Shared by Leslie. But there's this one point, no? He said Donald. I was like, who, Donald Trump? Okay, anyway, it's not Donald, it's a Brahmacharya, right?
Donald.
Yeah, anyway, so we'll do my research again. All right, anyway, let's hear from the timer to give his timer's report.
Yeah, Jonathan took 2 minutes 45 seconds. So Zafar took 3 minutes 26 seconds. And Leslie took 3 minutes 25 seconds. All qualified.
Right, okay. So everyone is qualified. So let's all give our vote to either of these three gentlemen. So while the voting is on process, let me just share that we are coming to the end of this whole Whampoa chapter meeting. Alright, so anyone want to share any one key point you learned from this chapter meeting today?
Actually, before that,
Yes.
is it possible to get a few minutes just to get some feedback on his speech?
Oh, okay, definitely. Okay, so like now or later? Okay, then. So let's give feedback for Leslie. Any feedback? Who wants to begin but to share that? Okay, so Zafran is going to share some points to you, Leslie. Yeah. Zafran? Go up there. Yeah, and I mean, everyone can have some words to share.
We want the stage time now. Just speak, relax, don't worry, just not speak. No timing required.
The next that you started off with action. And Caroline was good. And I also like the Michelle Walker variety. That's attention. And take it. The printed paper, the top, different languages, also a good use. And still that the process is being strong. And also the use of speech so that we more meaningful.
Thank you.
Who wants to share next?
What I understood from what uncovered the full skills of eye contact. We were able to make use of the full stage where we were able to do a very good eye contact, engaging each and every audience over here, and more on like dramatizing, especially in this adult child where we use the props. We are able to also in between. We are able to ask rhetorical questions to the audience to captivate the audience. Audience feedback on that. So overall, it was really well prepared, well delivered. But only thing like for the improvement, actually, your timing is 7 minutes 30 seconds. Right? So probably you ended by 6 minutes 30 seconds. Probably could have been a little more there. Could have been added a little more once on the conclusion. That's what I think.
It was very late, but I'll just try to.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Wait, anyone? Who else wants to share your feedback for?
I will give you after I watch.
Okay. Can I just ask, so what would be really useful is if there were any areas or things that wasn't clear or you didn't understand in the speech, that would be super helpful to let me know.
Can I share?
Yes, please.
Okay. Can I just stand here? Okay. I think it should be the turning point when you find out what is the ugly tattoo, the tattoo. So it's like you have up and down of the storytelling is very good, but the turning point is not so obvious to bring up the fact of everything's behind. So I think that one point probably you can input some of the more drama things or bigger effect or have a longer pause before you uncover the secret or things behind. Yeah, I think that part probably you can put more time into that. Then the audience will be able to, we are waiting for the next what is behind. Yeah, because I think the turning point is too fast. Suddenly you unblock all the things. Thank you.
Right, thank you. So Sabah is going to share his feedback. Okay, Leslie, I mean, earlier I was having a chat with him also, because the time taken was 6:30. But I also noticed that number of the other Toastmasters mentioned, I think you could apply more pause. I just felt that I just went on and on and on. So if the audience don't have the time to grasp the points and also to sort of like internalize. The other thing that I also noticed is that even when you were mentioning about the smell and then you just go on with it. I mean, like quite a number of, I'll also type and share with you, but quite a number of points, places where you could have used better pauses. Like number one was the smell, and number two was like, I felt misunderstood. So you just went on without much of a pause. When you also mentioned words like, are you oriental? So these are some examples where a pause would have like better delivered the message that you had in mind. The other I felt was, because I mean, like I've seen this presentation, you tend to show the printout, like what it intend to be and what it should have been. So I mean, like I'm not sure what you intend to do on the actual day, because the printout in the A4 size paper doesn't do justice. People might not be able to see, and like non-Chinese would not really have much of a clarity on like what exactly is wrong with it. So I mean, like if you want to like hype it up, that would be like. So I felt that there's sort of like a disconnected, like because you mentioned ugly tattoo, right? So I didn't get the message. Was it was it a wrong message? You know, I mean, like I think people talk about like in some cases where they have a tattoo in a different language, and the meaning is totally wrong or is different. So if you want to play it in that way, right? I mean, like so there was like a meaning was different. So this is what is the intended message or the meaning. But because maybe you're not very good at the language and the way you put it, and you didn't know at that juncture that it's going to become a tattoo, right? So if you could like just fill up that, and I mean, like I also felt, not personally, I felt that when she showed again, you know, I mean, like if you have like forgotten all about it, maybe it need not be like 7 days, maybe a month later, right? You totally forgot about this incident where you wrote for her. And then she shows like, now, so I think it makes a bit of sense, like, ooh, what an ugly tattoo. Not knowing that it was actually you who wrote those words, right? 7 days seems very short, and you are the one who wrote it, and that word is turned into a tattoo. And why do you want to call it ugly? Because you are the one who wrote it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right? So it's like if you have like played to people's mind, that's NLP, people's mind, that I had no clue, like, hey, what is that? Right, then I realized that those are the words that I wrote, and it made more sense. So it would create a better connection to the other points that you're sharing after that. Okay, and yeah, okay. So I mean, like, these are the things now, right? Whether the words were different, and if you do want to show, it has to be bigger. If not, I think don't need to show. So I mean, like, maybe you can just explain that. I think you wanted to say love, son. What was the
My son, my love.
my son, my love, right? Then maybe it came out something else. Maybe there's something close in the Chinese character or Oriental character. So it's like my son, my hate, my son, something else. Right? And then maybe, like, I think verbalizing it, and it will capture the audience rather than even showing it. Yeah, so that's from me. Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, I hope, Leslie, you got significant and substantial feedback for you to just enhance the very enhanced speech you already had, right? And all the best for your upcoming competition, right? Okay, let's give a round of applause for that. Okay, so with that, we are almost on the end of the whole chapter meeting. And before we come to the so-called award ceremony, or before we even invite the president to give the summary of the meeting, let's invite the language evaluator, who's also president, to the stage to give a language evaluation. Thank you, Alicia.
Thank you, Toastmaster. And thank you everyone for participating in today's speech, whether you did the prepared speech, table topic, or an evaluator. I could hear everyone using the word of the day, whether it uncover, uncovering, uncovered. Toastmaster, the champion obviously is the Toastmaster of the day. Very good, he really promoted the word. He said it 8 times, so well done. And even our table topic master said it 3 times, 4 times, so she's the second runner-up. And Zafa also said that is 4, so she's a runner-up as well. And even the timer said the word uncovered, so well done. Now let's go into what's the good usage of language. I was listening intently, and I heard what the speaker, Santos, used the rule of 3, triad, meaning that he used exhausted, tired, and hungry. So well done, that's good to describe, very descriptive. In fact, I could hear our speakers using emphasis words. Like he said, I was about to give up. Then he said something, give up. So emphasizing. Our first speaker, Nurse Sabrina, she also used very descriptive words. I like this phrase. She said, my eyeballs were everywhere. Can you imagine my eyeballs everywhere? It's very descriptive. Then she also said, month by month, I was climbing up the stairs. Wow, this is, shall we describe this as personific, very descriptive language, climbing up the stairs, telling us that she was improving. And she used the scenario of climbing up the stairs as improving step by step. And later she said this was a stepping up process. Oh, I love that phrase, very good. And during the table topic, our table topic master had this phrase, very good. She attended a training course, what was it?
NLP.
NLP, and she said, perception is your projection. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought I heard wrong. That's a very good sentence. Perception is your projection. And we had our table topic speakers, one of them, Timothy, our newcomer, he said, stretching beyond my limits. It's a very good use of language, showing that you went beyond your limits. Okay. Very good description. You took a leap by getting your motorbike license. Well done. Then I heard Leslie saying this, desperately unhappy. Oh, I love these two adjectives. Very descriptive. And Leslie also said, set the scene. Nice language. In fact, I love the language, a very strong language. Well done. Now, for some of the not so good use of language, I managed to catch some wrong usage of language. Or rather, the spot, not say catch, spot. For instance, our speaker Santos said, increase my boundary. Remember you said, increase my boundary? Okay, a better word is increase your boundary. It's not bad language, but it's a bit awkward to hear you say, increase my boundary. It would be better for you to say, expand my boundary. Right? And I heard table topic master say, master the topic. How do you master the topic? Unless you're going for a contest, then inside the contest, you say master the topic. So a better way to say, I get to select the topic. Right? Don't say master the topic. I think those are basically what I could catch. I think most of us have a flair for language. Don't think it's so difficult. You have to keep your language simple, use it in the correct way, and it will be very good. So I see the timer has been. I don't really have much things to say, because everyone, we are not language experts, but I find that everybody did their best, they spoke well, and if there's some ways that you didn't speak so well, just remember to correct those mistakes and you'll do better next time. So back to you, Toastmaster.
Alright, thank you so much, language literature. You spot many good points and also to be improved points. Thank you so much for the grammar. Alright, so okay, without further ado, time now is already 5:02. I'm also feeling hungry. Can you read my mind? Can you read my mind, Minnie?
Yeah.
So yeah, the next segment is the meeting summary and also followed by the ribbon presentation for the winners of the speeches. Right, and for that, I would like to welcome our president for Whampoa Toastmaster, and that is Winisha DTM.
Thank you.
We can all read the mind. Fusion. Yeah, I was like trying to visualize how it is.
Alright, thank you very much, Toastmaster today. I think they are very excellent at meeting. We had excellent speakers, a very good interaction. I think everybody was able to have the opportunity to speak on the theme, and I guess they uncovered a lot of things within them. So I will not be long-winded, and I would like to congratulate our Toastmaster of the day and our table topic master for giving us such a good topic and running such a good meeting. Let's give them a applause. I ask for feedback first before I?
I think you do the presentation first.
Okay,
Then
presentation.
after that.
I know everybody's hungry to know who's the leader, right? Okay. In Toastmaster meeting, and especially Whampoa Toastmaster Club, we like to encourage new speakers. Present first time speaker to our guests. Thank you for taking the courage to speak.
Okay, good.
Thank you. Now, are you prepared? Or want to know who is the best prepared speaker? Okay, so can we have a number, please? The best prepared speaker is Nurse Sabrina. This.
Okay, good. Okay, done.
Okay. So that's not we didn't manage to take you in the.
It's okay, it's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now next will be the best table topic speaker. Come on, please. The best table topic speaker is Toastmaster Leslie Lim. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Well done, well done. And finally, the best evaluator. Come on. Toastmaster Zaka. Great.
Okay, done.
Thank you, well done. Okay, before I do my closing speech, I would like to ask for feedback for today's chapter meeting. So maybe
we start with Leslie. How do you find Whampoa Toastmasters?
Yeah, thank you for hosting me. Much appreciated, and I think the feedback is very useful. I enjoyed my visit here. I think it's a very friendly club. People are very welcoming, so that's always great. I think we had some challenges today on the technology. It happens a lot also my other clubs, but I think if we can, as much as possible, try to sort that out, minimize that. But kudos to keeping that hybrid model going. It's a lot of challenge. There you go.
Yeah, we asked for Gareth.
Any feedback for us?
So today is my first Toastmaster, or rather, first time I'm attending this kind of event. I quite enjoyed the opportunity to speak on the topics that was given by the table master. And also, everyone was very friendly to me as well. I felt quite welcome. Yeah, thank you.
In fact, I would say you didn't even show any sign of nervousness.
Yeah.
Were you nervous just now?
No.
Not really. I see you have some.
It's a regular speaker. Okay.
Oh, I see. Are you in IT? IT sales? No.
Previously, yes, but now it's a bit more.
I see. Okay. That's great. Dear members, do you have any feedback?
Oh, like all would like happy to have Leslie as well as Timothy Jonathan was here. But of course, I think members actually understand. We have more members, but we don't get all the members present all the time.
but it's always about whoever is here having an opportunity to be in the front and for them to be making the presentation and for us to learn from each other. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. All right, before I do my closing, I would like to congratulate some of our members who have completed the educational part. Okay, the first person I'd like to congratulate is our Toastmaster of the day, our PPPR Toastmaster Sanjeev. He has completed level 3. So our treasurer Sumati, she has completed level 1. So congratulations. Yeah. So I think we also have other members who are also in progress. At least Santos is finishing. So keep up the good work. Right? Yeah. Level 1 project focus. So I think he has finished this project. Congratulations. Send approve until the keep one, okay? Alright. To our other members online, keep up the good work. We hope to hear your speeches at the next meeting. And thank you everybody for participating and in the team uncovering yourself. Let's come together to do the group photograph.
Okay, great.
I declare the meeting end. Thank you.